नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने ही चैनल KFCS और स्पोर्ट्स पिक पर। गाइस शुरुआत साल की और पहला ओडीआई मैच ऑस्ट्रेलिया वर्सेस इंडिया और जिसकी हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे, सीरीज़ तो हम पहले ही हार चुके थे, लेकिन उम्मीद हम ये कर रहे थे कम से कम जीत से शुरुआत कर सकते हैं। लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम के आगे भारत की एक बार फिर से नहीं चली है और हमेशा की तरह पिछले 2 ओडीआई के अगर कंपैरिज़न की बात करूँ, तीसरे ओडीआई में ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने सिर्फ हारा नहीं है बल्कि ज़लील किया है। बहुत ज़बरदस्त परफ़ॉर्मेंस दिया, वन साइडेड परफ़ॉर्मेंस मैं कहूँगा ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम की तरफ से। हमारे यहाँ से कोई भी ऐसा बल्लेबाज़ नहीं था, जो उनके बल्लेबाज़ों की बराबरी कर सकता था और एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन मैच और ये मैं समझता हूँ इंडियन टीम को इस चीज़ को समझना होगा कि अगर आपके घर में आके कोई अगर आपको क्लीन स्वीप करके जाए, तीनों के तीनों मैचेज़ हराए, तो ये सबसे बड़ा सोचने का विषय है। और सोचने का विषय इसलिए भी है कि हरमनप्रीत कौर जिनका परफ़ॉर्मेंस हमेशा टॉप अ, टॉप क्लास रहता था इनका ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट वो फ्लॉप रहा बिल्कुल और ये सीरीज़ बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं रहा। हरमनप्रीत कौर इस सीरीज़ को ज़रूर भूलना चाहेंगे लेकिन सवाल ये है कि क्या हमारी इंडियन टीम जो है खेलना भूल गए हैं या हुँ, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने इतना बेहतरीन खेल दिखाया कि हमारे पास कोई जवाब नहीं था। हमारे टीम के पास कोई जवाब नहीं था। क्या इतना बेहतरीन टीम बन गई है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम कि हमारी टीम हरा नहीं सकती है। ये भी समझना होगा। लोग इस पे अपनी राय रखना चाहते हैं तो राय रख सकते हैं। कमेंट सेक्शन में आप बता सकते हैं। कोई जुड़ना चाहता है मेरे साथ तो जुड़ भी सकता है। लिंक मैंने प्रोवाइड कर दिया है कमेंट सेक्शन पर। तो तो आज बात करेंगे किस तरह का परफॉर्मेंस रहा इंडियन टीम का। अगर मैं बात करूँ तो अ, मैं मानता हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम बहुत ही शानदार प्रदर्शन करती है, चाहे मेंस की बात करूँ, वुमेन्स की बात करूँ, तीनों फॉर्मेट में बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त हैं। लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ कि जब हमारे इंडियन कंडीशंस की बात आती है, तो हमारी इंडियन टीम कुछ ख़ास खेलती है, लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने डोमिनेट किया और बात करनी होगी हमें ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की, क्योंकि ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने वो खेल दिखाया है जो कि शायद कह सकते हैं कि भारतीय टीम को एक आईना दिखाया है कि हम इस तरह के गेम खेल सकते हैं, इस तरह से गेम को खेला जाता है। आप ये ना समझें कि अगर आपका होम गेम है तो आप जीत ही जाएँगे, ओपोनेंट आपको कभी मौके नहीं देगा। ऐसे ओपोनेंट अगर ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की बात करूँ तो मैं समझता हूँ, ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने ये एक मैसेज दिया इंडियन टीम को कि ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अपने घर में खेल रहे हैं तो हर वक़्त जो है आप जीत जाएँगे। ये एक मैसेज है ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की तरफ से। ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त परफ़ॉर्मेंस किया, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि हमारी टीम इंडिया दूर-दूर तक इस सीरीज़ में कभी भी आस-पास दिखाई ही नहीं दी। सेकंड मैच में मैं कह सकता हूँ कि हम जीत सकते थे, जीतते-जीतते वो मैच हार गए और कहीं न कहीं हमें बोलना होगा ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने जिस तरह से होमवर्क किया वो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त था और टेस्ट मैच जिस तरह से खेला था ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने उसका बदला बहुत अच्छे से लिया है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने ओडीआई सीरीज़ में। तो आज के मैच की थोड़ी बात कर लेते हैं। आलोक है, आलोक का गुस्सा बिल्कुल जायज़ है आलोक, मैं समझता हूँ किस तरह से आप फ़ील कर रहे होंगे। क्योंकि यार मैं अपनी टीम इंडिया की मैं बात करूँ इंडियन वुमेन्स की तो मैं इतनी बुरी हाल की उम्मीद मैं बिल्कुल नहीं कर रहा था क्योंकि मैं समझता हूँ हमारे पास वो अच्छे बल्लेबाज़ थे, जो कि इनके आस-पास अच्छे परफ़ॉर्मेंस कर सकते हैं। बट मेरे को कहीं न कहीं लगता है कि इसके पीछे अगर सबसे बड़ा कोई रीज़न है वो है हरमनप्रीत कौर। हरमनप्रीत कौर की फ़ॉर्म एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर रहती है इस टीम के लिए। आलोक कह रहे हैं कि कब ये अच्छा परफ़ॉर्म करेंगे? आलोक देखिए ये तो मैं भी जानना चाहता हूँ कि मतलब ये अच्छी परफ़ॉर्मेंस कब आएगी? क्यों हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया के आगे घुटने टेक देते हैं? पर ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम की मैं बात करूँ तो आज तारीफ़ करनी पड़ेगी इस ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की क्योंकि यार जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने आज किया है, वो कोई भी नहीं कर सकता यार। इंडियन कंडीशंस में आके आज की जो पिच थी वो बैटिंग पिच बिल्कुल भी नहीं थी मुंबई में। यूज्ड पिच थी, स्लो हो गई थी पिच मिडल ओवर्स में और पिच ऊबड़-खाबड़ सी थी, टू पेस टाइप ऑफ विकेट थी। कोई फ्लैट विकेट नहीं था जहाँ पे ओपनर्स ने एक बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त साझेदारी की। अगर मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया वुमेन्स की बात करूँ तो लिचफील्ड 20 साल की ये क्रिकेटर है और क्या ज़बरदस्त इनका टूर रहा है। पहला एशियन टूर है इनका इंडिया में और क्या ज़बरदस्त परफ़ॉर्मेंस की है लिचफील्ड ने। और ये और लिचफील्ड की मैं बात करूँ तो 119 रन बनाए हैं। हीली हीली जो स्टार्क की वाइफ है करंट कैप्टन है टीम की, उन्होंने कह सकते हैं एक तरह से मैग लेनिंग की जगह ली है इस टीम में एज़ अ कैप्टन और एज़ एन ओपनर बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस की। और लिचफील्ड और हेली की आज तारीफ़ इसलिए करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि जिस तरह से उन्होंने खेला मैं मैच देख रहा था आज, तो कंडीशंस बिल्कुल भी आसान नहीं थी। हमारे स्पिनर्स बहुत शानदार बॉलिंग कर रहे थे और ये जिस तरह से इन्होंने अपना पेशेंस दिखाया, पेशेंटली ये इनिंग्स को बिल्ड करते रहे और अपने इर्द-गिर्द इन्होंने बिल्कुल भी प्रेशर क्रिएट नहीं होने दिया और अगर मैं बात करूँ इनकी ओपनिंग की तो इन्होंने 28 मतलब 29 ओवरों में 189 की पार्टनरशिप क्या ज़बरदस्त पार्टनरशिप है। 29 ओवर में अगर आपने 189 जोड़ दिए तो मैं समझता हूँ वहाँ से एक प्लेटफ़ॉर्म तैयार हो जाता है कि आप एक बड़ा स्कोर बनाएँ और वही हुआ। एट द एंड टीम ने स्कोर बनाया 338 रनों का। तो ये होता है एक बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त और रिएक्शन आ रहे हैं आलोक की तरफ से और आलोक मैं समझता हूँ आपकी बात को बिल्कुल। ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्या ही टीम है यार, चाहे मेंस हो या वुमेन्स, एक से एक टैलेंटेड। बिल्कुल आलोक, यार देखो सबसे अच्छी चीज़ मेरे को ऑस्ट्रेलिया की क्या लगती है, वो कंडीशंस को बहुत जल्दी समझ लेते हैं और चीज़ों को उसके अकॉर्डिंग चल जाती है उनकी। अब मेरे को लगता है कि कहीं न कहीं ये सबसे बड़ी चीज़ क्या है, आलोक तुषार भी आ चुके हैं। Pathetic batting from our so-called experienced batters वुमेन्स टीम। तुषार देखो अगर पूरे स्क्वाड को तुम देखोगे तो मैं इसे एक्सपीरियंस नहीं कहूँगा पूरी तरह से मतलब क्योंकि इसमें नए-नए प्लेयर्स थे। यष्टिका भाटिया का पहला ओडीआई सीरीज़ था। ऋचा घोष ऊपर खेल रही थी जिसमें से एक मैच अच्छा था और उसके अलावा मेरे को लगता है कि स्मृति मंधाना के लिए आप कह रहे हैं, ज़रूर कह रहे हैं कि लिचफील्ड ने एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन परफ़ॉर्मेंस की। बिल्कुल एक्सेप्शनली बहुत बढ़िया परफ़ॉर्मेंस था, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। लेकिन तुषार मेरे को लगता है कि शायद स्मृति मंधाना से पहले हमें हरमनप्रीत कौर के बारे में कहना होगा, क्योंकि एज़ अ कैप्टन आपको लीड करना होता है और हरमनप्रीत कौर का एक भी मैच ऐसा नहीं था जहाँ पे उन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूट किया हो। हरमनप्रीत कौर मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ज़्यादा एग्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा 2 मैचेस का बैन भी हुआ था पहले, तो इन चीज़ों में ज़्यादा रही हैं। इनका मेरे को लगता है शायद बैटिंग फ़ोकस जो है वो हट चुका है और हरमनप्रीत कौर अपनी प्लेस से एक नीचे भी खेल रही थी, नंबर 5 पे खेल रही थी और मिडल ऑर्डर में इतना पैथेटिक परफ़ॉर्मेंस मैं समझता हूँ, तो टीम का एनवायरनमेंट कब कैसे अच्छा हो सकता है? अगर एक टीम का कप्तान अगर ऐसी बल्लेबाज़ी करे, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये तो होना ही था और जो हुआ है ये सच है और हमें इसे स्वीकार करना होगा कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने हमें पूरी तरह से बिखेर के रख दिया है। चलिए इंडियन टीम की थोड़ी बात कर लेते हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की ये बात है और इंडियन टीम की बॉलिंग की मैं बात करूँ तो श्रेयंका पाटिल जो कि एक नाम है जो कि डब्ल्यूपीएल से नाम निकला और अब एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट में उन्होंने अ, वापसी कर ली है। श्रेयंका पाटिल 10 ओवर में 57 रन देकर 3 विकेट बहुत ही बढ़िया अ, और तुषार कह रहे हैं एग्री हरमन आल्सो डिसअपॉइंटेड अस बट शी इज़न्ट गेटिंग एनी कंट्रीब्यूशन फ्रॉम टॉप ऑर्डर एवरी मैच। बिल्कुल देखो तुषार मैं उस बात से ही मानता हूँ। देखो टॉप ऑर्डर से कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं था लेकिन कुछ मैचेस ऐसे हैं जैसे कि मैं सेकंड ओडीआई की बात करूँ, अगर हरमनप्रीत कौर उसमें थोड़ी कंट्रीब्यूशन करती तो हम डेफिनिटली वो मैच को जीतते क्योंकि हमारी बॉलिंग बहुत ज़बरदस्त थी। सेकंड ओडीआई में मैं समझता हूँ बहुत ज़रूरी था और हरमनप्रीत कौर को आज एक बड़ी पारी खेलनी चाहिए थी क्योंकि मेरे को याद है हरमनप्रीत कौर ने एक 171 रन अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया ही बनाया था। आज वो बड़ी पारी खेल के दिखाती तो लगता कि यही बड़ा कप्तान बड़े मैच में आके परफॉर्मेंस करके जाता है। तो वो एक स्टेटमेंट ज़रूर होती है आज मेरे को लगता है आज सबने घुटने टेके। अगर इंडियन टीम की मैं बात करूँ, बॉलिंग में तो चलो श्रियंका पाटिल 3 विकेट, अमनजोत कौर 2 विकेट, तो ये हमारे प्लस पॉइंट्स हैं कि कुछ प्लेयर्स जो हैं वो स्टेप अप हुए हैं, कुछ अच्छे स्पिनर्स आए हैं जिन्होंने राजेश्वरी गायकवाड़ जैसे स्पिनर को रिप्लेस किया है। इसके अलावा दीप्ति शर्मा को 1 विकेट मिला है और पूजा वस्त्राकर का ये सीरीज़ थोड़ा बेटर रहा है। बैटिंग से, बॉलिंग से मैं कहूँगा अच्छी सीरीज़ रही है उनके लिए। अब इंडियन वुमेन्स की बैटिंग की बात करूँ, यष्टिका भाटिया सस्ते में आउट हो जाती हैं। स्मृति मंधाना 29 या इसको मैं ये कहूँगा कि स्मृति मंधाना को दोनों मैचेस में मौके अच्छे मिले, मतलब स्टार्ट अच्छा मिला, तो स्टार्ट को बड़े स्कोर में कन्वर्ट नहीं किया, जो कि उम्मीद हमेशा की जाती है, क्योंकि बहुत अनुभवी बल्लेबाज हैं इस टीम के और बहुत ही भरोसेमंद बल्लेबाज हैं। इसके अलावा ऋचा घोष ने 19 रन बनाए। थोड़ा-सा मेरे को लगता है ऋचा घोष को भी थोड़ा-सा समझना होगा, अपने विकेट की अहमियत को समझना होगा। जमीमा रॉड्रिक्स ने 25 रन किए। जमीमा रॉड्रिक्स का एवरेज सीरीज़ रहा है ये। दीप्ति शर्मा थोड़ा-सा बॉल्स ज़्यादा खा रही है। मेरे को ऐसा लगता है, मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा-सा दीप्ति शर्मा को अपने बॉल्स के ऊपर भी थोड़ा-सा सोच-विचार करना होगा, क्योंकि आपका एक मिडल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन जो कि बॉलिंग करता है, एक ऑलराउंडर का स्ट्राइक रेट जो है, मैं समझता हूँ ओडीआई में कम से कम 90 का तो स्ट्राइक रेट ज़रूर होना चाहिए। ये एक कंसर्न है, मैं दीप्ति को देख रहा हूँ 2 ओडीआई से, बहुत स्लो बैटिंग कर रही हैं, और शायद पिछले मैच में अगर स्लो बैटिंग नहीं की होती तो शायद हम मैच भी जीत जाते। मुझे ऐसा लगता है। बिल्कुल, वो स्मृति मंधाना ने एक कैच को ड्रॉप किया था जो कि बाउंड्री पे चली गई थी, वो सिंपल कैच था, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो तुषार। और कुल मिला के उसके बाद फिर हमारे जो टैलेंडर्स हैं, टैलेंडर्स में बैटिंग तो है ही नहीं बिल्कुल। मैं पूजा वस्त्राकर, मनजोत कौर, श्रियंका पाटिल, रेणुका सिंह तो सब ये जल्दी-जल्दी आउट हो गए। ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम की बात करूँ, स्पिनर्स ने बाँध के रखा, पूरे मैच में स्पिनर्स ने बाँध के रखा ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम में। हम दूर-दूर तक कहीं भी नहीं थे मैच में, जब हमारे बैट्समैन आउट हो गए। हमारे साथ है कृष्णा, इनसे बात करते हैं। हेलो कृष्णा, कैसे हैं आप?
तो कुणाल भाई, आप कैसे हो?
ठीक हूँ कृष्णा, ये क्या हो गया भई? मतलब इतनी बेकार टीम तो नहीं है हमारी कि क्लीन स्वीप हो जाए यार, एक भी मैच नहीं जीते हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया से।
ऐसा लगता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने पूरा टेस्ट सीरीज का बदला लिया। जो वो हार जो था ना, वो उनका पूरा इस सीरीज में बदला लिया। आप देखो तो फोबे लिचरफिल्ड ने टेस्ट सीरीज में कुछ परफॉर्मेंस नहीं किया था, और ये ओडीआई सीरीज में तीनों मैचेस में उन्होंने शानदार परफॉर्मेंस किया है।
बिल्कुल,
और आज
याददाश्त 20 साल की है सिर्फ वो।
हाँ वही, और अच्छी ओपनर मिल चुकी है। मंदाना है वैसा, वो उनका फ्यूचर स्टार बनेगी मुझे लगता है। और हेलिसा एली ने भी आज बहुत बड़ा 193 का पार्टनरशिप कुछ बनाया है, और वो मुझे लगता है गेम चेंज कर गया ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम, ऑस्ट्रेलिया ये गेम में। और वुमेन्स में पार्टनरशिप लगाना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट होता है कुणाल भाई, क्योंकि वुमेन्स में मेंस जैसा तो नहीं है कि 200 पार्टनरशिप लगा सकते हैं आराम से, लेकिन हरमनप्रीत कौर से भी पोर कैप्टनसी था कि उन्होंने रेणुका सिंह को बॉलिंग नहीं दिया, उन्होंने सिर्फ 7 ओवर करवाया, और पूरा 10 ओवर करवाया भी नहीं उनसे।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल। ओके, वेलकम राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
Yes, I'm doing good, Kunal.
But today very disappointed, Rahul,
Yeah,
means I know that Australia is very big team. It is very difficult to defeat them, but we are not that type of team to be clean sweep in our home condition.
yeah, definitely. We should have won the second ODI at least. Today was a complete blowout for the team. Lost very poorly. So yeah, disappointing series overall. But yeah, it can happen against the Aussie team.
But Rahul, what you want to say about Harmanpreet Kaur, his dismissal, her dismissal, sorry.
A terrible dismissal, I think, and also I think this might put a black mark on our captaincy now. I mean, let's not forget earlier there was a series draw in Bangladesh. Yeah, you can talk about the umpiring in that game or whatever, but the fact is we drew the series, and that's what people will remember. Ultimately, nobody will remember how many umpiring decisions went against you ultimately. And you could say that she showed some bad sportsmanship in that series.
Yeah,
That's also there. So I
I
think
think
her
that is the
captaincy is
reason
really
they
under the
lost the
scanner.
focus. I think that is the reason also. He lost the focus, and now it cost Team India with his terrible batting performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, another Mumbai Indians captain who's under the scanner right now.
Okay.
I have to put it that way. Another Mumbai Indians captain who's really under the scanner, under the pump, not producing results for Team
But
India.
that is jersey number 7
Sad
also.
reality. Yeah, it's a jersey number 7, unfortunately. But anyway, IPL aside, the fact is she's not producing the results for the team, and her attitude is also, becoming very poor. So it might be time to find a new captain now.
Okay. So Tushar is saying Ashley Gardner, my new crush. Oh, come on, Tushar. See the face of Ashley Gardner. He looks like he's already married, I guess. I guess. Okay. Yeah. So Tushar is saying Mumbai Indians Panoti. Okay. 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 Yeah, you can say.
Mm.
Yeah, you can say we are in the IPL mode also because T20 is our focus. T20 series will also get started. So Krishna, what is your expectation on T20? How can we take revenge from this Australians?
See, in T20, when they toured last time, they won the T20 series as well, 4-1 last time when Australia toured in India. So they have dominated India in ODI and T20. In Test, India have been means good. Means in Australia also, when Indian women's team went, that time India women's were competitive. So I feel in T20 India has been struggling. In recent series also, India lost against England in Mumbai only. So I feel India women's T20 is not that means that not that who can give fight to those is, yeah, they can give fight, but players have to step up, especially Amrapreet Kaur. She's not able to scoring in ODIs and T20s nowadays, and against England also, Amrapreet Kaur failed to score runs, and that laid down India's loses. So, and in bowling also, apart from Renuka Singh Thakur, it's quite means is not that even. It's not that great. Means if you see Dipti Sharma, she's not that old Dipti Sharma who used to take wickets in crucial games, and she's not in this today's match also. I don't think she took more than one wicket. So I feel
But
that
Krishna, this
apart
series,
from
I think in this series, Dipti Sharma is really great during Test and ODI.
in Test, she's great, no doubt. But in ODIs, in last match also, in last ODI match also, she failed to finish the game for India, where it was a run off ball
Yeah,
for
you
India
can say
women.
the strike rate issue. Yeah, but
Yeah,
bowling wise is
and you
very
can't expect
important.
Jyoti Sharma to only contribute with the ball. She's an all-rounder. She has to contribute with the bat as well. See how Australian all-rounders do. Even in England also, all-rounders like Nat Skeva, Brunsey, all them, they are contributing with both. So India is lacking bit of all-rounder. They are dependent on batsmen like Jemina Rodrigues, Amrapreet Kaur, Smriti Mandana to score runs. But in India women's, there are bit of lack of all-rounders, Kunal. So I feel they India have to produce such great all-rounders. I feel in women's, and
Yeah,
that
of
will
course.
be have to be
We
very
need more all
difficult
rounders.
now.
I think we are already there where we have so many all rounders in this team. I think WPL will definitely do this work for us, and new talents will be there. And let's see. So, Rahul, next the T20 series that will be between WPL versus WBBL, I guess.
I guess you could say that. But anyway, WPL is still a fairly new tournament. We're just one season into it. So I won't talk too much about that. But I think now there is the fear now that, WPL should not get become an obsession like the IPL. That is the biggest fear, because now you can see how the obsession with IPL is dragging down Indian cricket. So we have to pray and hope that the WPL doesn't have the same effect on the Indian women's team, where WPL becomes the priority over international cricket. Till now, actually, the women's cricket team has been managed very well, and we even see the BCCI allowing women's players to play overseas leagues like the Big Bash League and all that.
But very few
So
players are going. That is also a big concern. But yes, Tushar, you are right. Deepti and
see,
Pooja is the
at
main.
least at least in women's cricket, some women's cricketers are going and playing in the BBL. How many Indians have played the BBL right now? I mean, I know only two Indians who have played Big Bash league. One is Unmuk Chand. He played for Melbourne Renegades at one point, and right now
But
there
after
is
retirement,
Yeah,
after
after
after retirement,
retirement, he's after he was like out of contention for the Indian team. Then you have Nikhil Chowdhury right now. I think he's from New Delhi, but he's moved to Brisbane, and now he plays for Hobart Hurricanes he's playing for Hobart Hurricanes in the ongoing Big Bash
yeah,
league. But no use, because he's gone to Australia already, seeing that he's not in contention for selection in the Indian team. Actually, his profile in Cricket still shows that he's Indian, but now he's eligible to play for Australia, and he's 27 years old. So you see, this is a loss for India. So either we don't send our players who are in contention for the Indian team to the Big Bash League, either that, or the ones who are not getting a chance to play for India, they're going and playing in the Big Bash League, or the retired ones, they're going and playing in the Big Bash League, and in some cases we're losing the talent to them. Now Unmuk Chand, actually he's also played Bangladesh Premier League, I think,
yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes.
yeah, in 2023 he played the Bangladesh Premier League. And Unmuk Chand right now, he's here in the US. He's actually playing in the minor league cricket setup for Atlanta Lightning. Uh, so uh, so these are the Indians who are going and playing overseas leagues. Actually, in ILT20 last year, Robin Uthappa went to the ILT20. Yusuf Pathan went to ILT20. They even played, I think, in that T10 league or something. But these are the Indians who are going and playing overseas, not anyone who has a future for the Indian cricket team. So I think this has to change what they're doing in women's cricket. They have to start doing that in men's cricket also. Many women's cricketers, they may not be playing every league actually, but they're playing the main ones, the Big Bash League and the 100. But our men's cricketers are not doing it, and therefore they're not getting exposure.
Okay,
Actually, this Nikhil Chowdhury, he played for Hobart Hurricanes, and in one match he was hitting Haris Rauf for boundaries. Haris
yeah,
Rauf,
yeah.
who plays for Melbourne Stars, he was hitting Haris Rauf for boundaries. Imagine if we give him a chance to play for India. Maybe he might be a very good player. We might be not realize what talent we're missing out on.
Actually, in India, Rahul, when you don't put politics and cricket aside, then you can't choose a correct good player. So when politics and cricket are doing same things together, then you are backing the same player irrespective of form. So this is our situation in India. Till now, we don't know our T20 captain. Who will be the captain in T20 World Cup? So this is the situation in India,
And the thing
irrespective of
is,
talent.
and we're even like considering going backwards in
Even we don't know the wicket keeper also. Who is
yeah,
our wicket keeper
yeah,
batsman?
we are actually, no, we are going backwards. We're even saying, let's bring Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma out of the ashes. They'll rise from the dead all of a sudden
I
in
don't know
T20
how
World
Rohit
Cup.
will perform. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. So they're just saying they will come back in the T20 World Cup, because they'll say, I'm keen to play. So they will come back into the team, and players are saying, just trust them. They did very well in the ODI World Cup. So what if they do well in the T20 World Cup? What if Rohit Sharma gives good starts in T20 World Cup like he did in the ODI World Cup? But Rohit Sharma could also end up playing like he did in the last T20 World Cup as well, like 2022. That could also be the case. And just remember, in this ODI World Cup, India had the 1 month lead up for Rohit and Kohli to play themselves into form. That's not going to be there with this T20 World Cup. And plus, we had clarity on what our squad was going to be in the ODI World Cup 1 month before. Now there is no clarity, and the BCCI, actually news has come that the BCCI has said they're choosing a pool of 30 players, and they are going to see IPL performances and decide the team. So God help, because actually IPL squad, sorry, T20 World Cup squad will have to be selected midway through the IPL. It won't, so they won't get to see the entire IPL to decide who to choose. And question is now, are you also going to choose the captain based on the IPL as well? I want to know. So when are you going to decide who's going to be the captain for the T20 World Cup?
Then
I'm
I
hearing news
think
that
then Hardik Pandya
Ajit
will be the first
Agarkar,
option.
hmm, Hardik
Then
Pandya
Hardik
will
Pandya is the
probably,
first option.
yeah, although we don't know how his fitness will be. Let's see how he goes. And I'm hearing that Ajit Agarkar is having discussions with Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli in South Africa regarding the T20 series against Afghanistan. I don't know what the decision is going to be, but Afghanistan series I think is beginning on January 11th, and our test match against South Africa is ending on January 7th. I don't think Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are going to play the T20 series against Afghanistan after this test match, because you know what's going to happen. You and I both know what's going to happen after this test match. They will say tired, workload management, we can't play the T20 series. That's likely to be the results. So very likely they won't play the T20 series against Afghanistan. Question is now, if they miss that series, will the selectors have the guts to tell Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, you cannot play the T20 World Cup because you've not played any T20 matches in between since the last T20 World Cup. So I think they need to have the spine, grow some spine, and have the guts to tell the two senior most players in the team, you can't play the T20 World Cup. You can't stay out of action for 1.5 years and then just suddenly come back before the World Cup.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay, so we will carry forward the discussion definitely, but let's now talk about Pakistan versus Australia. So Rahul, good news is that tomorrow weather is quite pleasant, so there will be no delay and match will start on its own time. Tomorrow forecast is quite great for first day. So tomorrow at Indian Standard Time 5 a.m. game will start, and if I talk about the pitch report, so pitch looks like that team want to bat first because in this 112 test matches, 47 matches won by batting first team and 41 won by batting second. Average score of the first innings is 319, second innings 312, third inning also 312, but in fourth inning bowler is pretty dominant and 171 is the average score. So in total, the team who won the toss should goes to bat first, and there will be some spin option also there. Means pitch will deteriorate at day three, so spinner will come into play. So both team need good spinners. Australia already have Nathan Lyon. Now Pakistan have also announced they are playing 11. So let's have a discussion. But Rahul, uh, you are happy that in Sydney there is no rain on first day.
Yes, absolutely. We all want to see cricketing action, and hopefully, the match will not get rained out. Hopefully, there will not be too much rain during the Sydney Test. Actually, the 2021, if we look at the last three Test matches um, in the New Year's Test 2021, India was able to bat the fourth innings, almost produced the result of winning that Test match because of Rishabh Pant's innings. Anyway, it ended in a draw, but there was a chance of a result in that match. 2022, there was again a chance of a result. Australia came within one wicket of defeating England in the Sydney Test match 2 years ago, and then last year it got completely washed out. 2020, Australia defeated New Zealand in the final. So in the last 5 years, and before that 2019, that match got washed out, India versus Australia. So last 5 years only two test matches have been washed out in Sydney, but we know Sydney is prone for rain around this time of the year, in the very beginning of January. But let's hope that too much rain does not come and we get a good result from this third test match.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we have a discussion about this team of Pakistan. That Imam ul Haq is a big concern. He's wasting so many balls, not giving such a contribution. So finally, we have seen that Pakistan team have taken some decision. And Rahul, I told you about that one and only option available for them, that is Sam Ayub. So Sam Ayub, who is currently 2020 batsman, means you can say a batsman who can play with a great strike rate, but in test match, situation will be really different. You have to face Pat Cummins, you have to face Stark, you have to face Hazelwood, and most probably you have to face Michelle Marsh as well as Nathan Lyon. The spin of Nathan Lyon in Sydney will definitely work for Australian team. So Rahul, what are the new challenges for Same Ayub now?
It is going to be a huge challenge for him. Already, the series is gone for Pakistan. As usual, when they play in Australia, series is gone in the very first two games. But anyway, now with the World Test Championship, this game counts equally as much as the other two
Yeah,
games. But it's going to be a tough debut for Saim Ayub because making a debut in away conditions is not the most ideal start for anyone's test career. But in the context of Australia, if there's any venue where Saim Ayub would want a debut, it would probably be in Sydney because this pitch is going to be spin friendly. This is probably a better chance for Pakistan to win than defeat Australia in Perth or the MCG because this venue takes more spin than the others. I am very surprised that Pakistan have not chosen Abrar Ahmed to play in the
so
team
Abrar
because
Ahmed is out of the series, this series and New Zealand series also due to knee injury.
okay, okay. I didn't know that. That's unfortunate. I think because had Abrar Ahmed been fit, I think they would have definitely chosen him for this test match because he was very effective actually in the series against England, even though Pakistan lost 3-0. Abrar Ahmed, I remember very well. He was bowling pretty well against England and he was getting a decent amount of spin in that game. It's unfortunate that he's not in this match, but hopefully
Sajid
Sajid
Khan.
Khan and Aga Salman will fill in and do a good job. Maybe Saud Shakil can also bowl some spin as well. So Pakistan has got three
But
spinners.
Rahul, if
Sajid,
you see the playing 11, do you think that again this Pakistan team is dependent on Abdullah Shafiq, Shan Maksud, Babar Azam, and Rizwan?
I think,
Again,
yeah, they are very dependent. The batting, and as usual, is looking very weak. I don't think that too Saim Ayub replacing Imamul Haq is going to strengthen the batting lineup too much. I'll be very surprised if that happens. The bowling lineup is actually significantly weakened right now because of Shaheen Afridi. Again, workload management has come into play. I don't understand
but I
why.
think Shaheen Shah Afridi was looking really great in second test match. If I talk about him,
Absolutely, he was looking very good. And the thing is, after this, there is a five-match T20
I
series
think it's
against New
better if
Zealand.
you replace Hassan Ali. I guess Hassan Ali, you can replace
Yes,
him.
I mean, you see, they've done workload management with Shaheen Afridi. They're saving him for the five-match T20 series against New Zealand. And perhaps maybe they also took into account that the SCG is more spin friendly. Maybe that also played a factor in why Sajid Khan has gotten a place in the team.
Yeah, of course, so good team. So Krishna, how you looks this playing 11 and how much challenging is for Pakistan team?
Means actually means now bowling department will be Mir Hamza, Sajid Khan. They have to spin very well. Sydney spinners are mostly used, but I'm surprised that Australia went with only one spinner in spin conditions in Sydney. We will come to know when the match starts and but if you see that Sam is a T20. He's not a. He's playing his first Test match in Australia, so it's not easy to him to face against a quality attack. And yeah, I don't think he has played Test cricket before, if I'm not wrong. So in this rounds, if you play a debutant in Australia, so difficult for him to score runs against quality attack. Imamul Haq, though he was not scoring runs, but at least he was sticking the crease for a long time. They don't have any other opener choice, Kunal, so they have to go for him. Or you had
But
a bit
Krishna, one more thing is also there. Uh, two test matches sufficient means we are giving so much time to Imam Ullah. He's spending some time in a crease, but if you are defending the ball again and again, that will not solve the problem for you. You have to make runs.
yeah, Ulhaq was not consistent with scoring runs. Technique also means though he was not scoring runs, he was not hitting strikes, he was only going defensive in Australia. That won't make you win. See Rishabh Pant when he played
And I think
Gaba
that is
innings.
also creating. Rishabh
Yeah,
Pant is out of the box for them, but I think this Imam Ulhaq is
no,
creating
but if
pressure on San Maksud
you
also.
Kunal bro, if you see Indian when they faced Australia in test matches, they were looking positive. They were attacking every each and ball. So you have to play attacking cricket in Australia. If you play defensive cricket to shell
Yeah, most probably you can say Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill was really
and you
batting.
will get out. So yeah, and he played a good innings in Gaba as well, attacking cricket against Stark. So I think this positive cricket will work in Australia. If you play defensive cricket, work here.
Yeah, of course.
So
So let's see
I
how
think
things
that
will goes
I'm a
on.
more
But I
positive
think this
cricket.
is Yeah, but I think this is quite weak playing 11 according to me, and I think again they are depend on Babar and Rizwan, Shan Maqsood. Means they have to step up, and let's see. I think this is a last chance for Babar also. Maybe who knows? Because in Pakistan transition happens suddenly, right, Rahul?
Yes, absolutely. Pakistan, actually, we have all these years we have trolled Pakistan for changing captains very often, but I think in the last 2 years or so, we have had more captains. Indian team has had more captains than Pakistan.
Yeah, but I think this is a last chance for Babar also because Babar also have to prove himself. Otherwise, I think more players is
Absolutely.
there in middle order for
To be
Pakistan
frank,
team.
I don't think Babar has to prove himself too much. I mean, he's actually, although he's yet to score a 50 in this innings, you can't drop him for one bad series. Even Virat Kohli has had terrible series before, like 2014 in England, for example. But they didn't just drop him. After that, Babar will have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to score runs. Another thought I had on dropping Shaheen Afridi, I think I forgot to consider, is that he's the captain of the T20 team right
Yeah,
now. So
definitely.
that's probably another reason why they have dropped him in favor of
And you have to go to New Zealand also. You have to play in New Zealand
yes.
conditions.
And yes, which is very different from Australian conditions. So, and there is a T20 World Cup coming up this year, so they do have to get him. They need to start preparing for that one, and I think this will be their first T20 assignment after the World Cup. Since the ODI World Cup, this is their first T20 assignment, so now the preparation for the T20 World Cup begins.
Yeah, of course. So, guys, there's another test match that is India versus South Africa, and I have to say that this is a
And you know the
alarming.
one of
Yes, yes, Krishna,
no,
complete.
I was saying that tomorrow is the day where it's a coincidence day that both the legend players, legend openers will retire. Be their farewell test series from tomorrow. Warner and Ilgar. So
Yeah, Dean Elgar
both have same year.
and Dean Elgar is the captain also. Dean Elgar is the captain of the team, and what is the playing 11 according to Crick Buzz? So before that, let me tell you the whole scenario means during 5 days what will happen in Newlands. So if I talk about Newlands and Cape Town, there will be no rain forecast all the 5 days means good sunlight, pitch will be dry properly, and the spinner will come into the play. And let me tell you the average score that is in this ground. So if I talk about Newlands, Cape Town, average score. First of all, what is the big thing is the team who bowl first have win 25 matches and the team who bat first won 23 matches. So not much difference, only a difference of 2 matches. Total 60 matches has been played and highest score recorded is 651. So again, Rahul, this is a pitch where spinners will also come into play as well as fast bowlers. And during sunlight, you have to play and batsmen will enjoy in this wicket also. If I talk about highest score, that is 651, it gives you evidence that this is a very good batting wicket also.
Yeah, absolutely. There will be everything, something in it for everyone in this wicket. And in Australia, definitely, pace bowling will never be out of the game, regardless of any
South Africa,
conditions.
South Africa, South
Oh,
Africa. I'm
sorry,
talking
South.
about South Africa.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, yeah. South Africa also prepares generally very sportive wickets, but of late they, especially when playing against India, they will not prepare, give anything for spinners in their conditions. They will prepare pace friendly wickets for sure, if it's against India. Because when South Africa tours India, we will do the same for them. We will prepare spin friendly pitches. So we can expect that South Africa will prepare like very bouncy pitches for Team India, and it's going to be another tough test for India. To be frank, we do have to bounce back from the first test. I'm not sure if we will do it. I hope something good happens.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Krishna, very challenging test match also because if I talk about Dean Elgar, he is a very great captain for South Africa. In previous series, when we toured to South Africa, they won it by 2-1. And again, Dean Elgar is a captain. So, how much difficult it for Rohit Sharma now?
I don't know, Kunal. Whenever India comes in South Africa, they don't bat like what they used to dominantly. I don't know what happens to Indian team whenever they come to South Africa. They they underperform, but only.
I think Krishna bowling is also one of the big concern. Means if you are giving so many runs in two sessions, if you are giving 250 runs, so bowling is also in the radar, right, Rahul?
Yeah, so that
Yes.
was the reason that Shami was not playing, and Siraj also had a off day in the first test. He bowled well, but actually South African batters played very well, especially Elgar and that David. They played very well against Indian bowlers. So Siraj bowled well, no doubt, but the African batters played more cricket than Indian batters. So that was only the difference, Kunal. And if you see, Siraj had a good tour in Australia also. He took wickets of Australian batters also. So I think Siraj had a off first test match. Let's see how he performs in the second test, because you can't only Bumrah. So every time, yeah, he will deliver, but you can't rely on him in every test matches. But I think batters also have to step up, especially Rohit Jaiswal. I know Jaiswal and Gill are playing their first series test series in South Africa. That's why I think they are not able to score runs. They are new to these conditions. I think that's
Even
why they are
Ayer
not like
also. Even Ayer also
Rahane.
playing first time. Ayer, Shreyas
Yeah,
Ayer
so
is also playing first
India,
time.
I think India is missing Pujara and Rane. They can play defensive cricket. I think they can
And
adjust conditions. They can play defensive like how Pujara played in Australia. So I think India is missing him in one down position.
okay, so Rahul, in last first game of the series, we have seen the wicket keeping defects in KL Rahul. Means how he dropped the catches. Wicket keeping was not proper during Ashwin bowling, dropping some catches also. So, do you think Rahul, this is also the big concern? We lost the match if you drop catches of a players and especially Elgar and. He makes a 180 plus runs and that put a match away from Team India. So, do you think Rahul that team should have a proper wicketkeeper option? Means a player who always do wicket keeping. He should be a wicketkeeper batsman, not a player who is a batsman and doing wicket keeping in Test cricket.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Because see, if you, as a batsman, yes, you score. You need to score runs. Wicket keepers have to do batting and score runs. But at the same time, if your wicket keeping is not good in Test cricket, even in limited overs cricket, you need to be a decent wicket keeper. Otherwise, uh, all the runs you score with the bat will be undone by all the runs that you give away with your poor wicket keeping. So it won't, like, imagine if you give 200 runs away with your wicket keeping skills, even scoring a century will not be useful,
Yeah, of course.
because then on an average you've cost the team 100 runs. So it's very important to be a good
Okay.
wicket keeper.
Okay, so Rahul, what you will say to Rohit Sharma again means if I talk about his dismissal, first inning short ball, second innings Rabada took him. There was so much gap between bat and pad. So what you want to say about Rohit Sharma, his dismissal? Do you think that Rohit Sharma sometimes loses the patience also?
I think that's what's happening, because we saw an ODI World Cup. Okay, he decided he'll bat fearless, not care about records, give the team a fast start. But Test cricket is different. Here also, you can't play that selfless approach. You need to put a price on your wicket at times. It's not just about scoring runs quickly. And as a matter of fact, Rohit Sharma has done well as an opener so far since being promoted to opener by under Virat Kohli's
Yeah, but in
captaincy.
overseas, I think
But
he has yet to
in
perform.
overseas conditions, I'm coming to that. In overseas conditions, his only memorable tour was the
Yeah,
tour of England, where he scored lots of runs. And I remember, in fact, in the fourth Test match, when India conceded a 99-run first innings lead, Rohit Sharma stepped up and scored a century in that game to help turn the match around in India's favor. But that's been his only good overseas tour with the bat. And even in that tour, one thing I noticed is that he's not resisting the temptation at times for his favorite pull shot and then throwing his wicket away. That is there. He has the tendency to throw away his wicket when the going is good. Sometimes playing a very stupid shot, a careless shot. So uh, those things will not are not acceptable in Test cricket. In T20 cricket, and actually you can play like that, but in T20 cricket he played the opposite. He was playing very with a very cautious approach in the last T20 World Cup. So I don't know what's happening when it comes to Test match cricket. Yeah, you can score quickly, but thing is, you need to stay at the crease. You need to score, produce runs for the team. That is more important. Actually, Test cricket is the format where you should go for your individual milestones, because those individual milestones help the team get a big
yeah,
score.
okay. So, Krishna and Rahul, I'm asking some questions from you because I have some talk in Twitter also with Rohit fans, especially. They are saying that Rohit is very unlucky. He is not getting a good team. Means Pant always there for Virat Kohli captaincy, but when it comes to Rohit Sharma, Pant is not there. So many things he's saying, and then at last they are saying that Dravid is responsible for the loss. But Rahul, tell me one big thing that is the only one and only India is missing Rishabh Pant only in this team, or Pujara and Rahane is also big thing.
Perhaps they are missing Pujara and Rahane too, but the problem is Pujara and Rahane were not, what to say, they were not performing well for a long time. We talk about Virat Kohli having the long drought of no century and all that, and be failing in Test match cricket. And during that same period, Pujara and Rahane were also guilty of the same. They were also, although here and there they played one or two valuable knocks, they were consistently failing at the same time that
But
Virat Kohli
Rahul,
was
you
having a
can't
lean
blame a coach also.
patch. You
You can't
cannot.
blame a coach because coach can gives you strategy, but not he will tell you how to bat because you are already a good player. You are international cricketer, so I think coach gives you guidance to play in the condition, but he will not tell you how to score runs.
Yes, absolutely. Coach cannot teach you all these things. And but now I think the replacements for Pujan and Rahane. I think that is a little bit of a problematic. Okay, okay. Yashasvi Jaiswal, he got his visibility through the IPL, but he did well in first class cricket actually. So you can't say he doesn't have Test match skills. You cannot say Jaiswal doesn't have Test match skills, but Suman Gill and Shreyas Iyer have weaknesses in Test match cricket that can be exposed. So
And in this pitch also,
the
in
choices,
Newlands also,
their
they will be
selection
exposed.
is yeah, their selections are very questionable, in my opinion. You have Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Priyak Panchal, Safraz Khan, who are regularly doing well in first class games, not just in Ranji Trophy, but also like in the India A games. They were performing very well, and they're not getting a place in the Test match squad. Why? Because of IPL, and they don't get visibility through IPL. look, if you want to choose players for a test match team, you have to pay attention to Ranji Trophy and India A games. If you're not going to consider that for selection, and you're finally going to consider only the IPL, then I suggest let's not have Ranji Trophy anymore. Let's just scrap it. Let's not play India A series anymore. If you're not going to consider that for selection, and you're going to say that IPL is the only way to select the players, then what's the use of all the other domestic tournaments that we're having? If you're not going to use them, and you're not going to select the players who are doing well in those just because you want to give them visibility in the IPL, they should have a nice PR team which promotes them and shows that they are great. And and then finally, when they fail in international cricket, the only argument is just trust me, bro. That's
Yeah,
not that's not going to cut the deal going forward. I think this is something the selectors have to consider going forward, but they're not going to do it because now politics is taking over the team selection. They will only select players based on the IPL, and then what to say, ramp up nostalgia among the fans who just say, just trust them, bro. They will do well. Uh, that this is how selection is happening.
yeah, of course. Okay, so Krishna, how much challenging for Rohit Sharma also, because in front of you there will be Lungi Nagiri, Burger and Rabada. So three pace attack and plus Maharaj will be there because there will be something for spin. So how much it will give problem, some headache for Rohit Sharma also.
Rohit Sharma headache is one big problem is Kagiso Rabada. Whenever he has faced him, he always have been troubled by
I
him.
think Lungi Nagiri will be the another problem
Lungi Nigri
because
troubled only Virat Kohli in last South Africa tour, and if you see stats also, Lungi versus Virat Kohli, it has been poor for Virat Kohli. He has always been struggled against Lungi in GD. So I think that's why they are bringing Lungi so that they can stop Kohli by scoring runs. Because I think Dean Elgar is a smart captain. He will put Rabada against Rohit. If Virat
actually
Kohli
Lungi
comes,
Nagiri was
then he will
injured.
put
Now he
Lungi
is
versus
available.
Kohli.
Yeah, actually, Lungi Nagiri was injured. Now he is available. That's why, in place of Koidze, Lungi Nagiri is coming, and Maharaj is coming as a lone spinner because there is something for spin. So,
But I
Krishna, how
think
much it is
Bro,
problem
I
for
think
Rohit?
they should add a extra batsman Zubair Hamza in place of Boma, because you
Yeah,
can't depend on Hilgar that every time he will score. I know tomorrow is his this test match is his farewell test. I feel he will score runs, but every time you can't depend on him to score runs because Makram has a poor record against India in Test cricket. So one opener is weak. I feel Makram. So Keegan Pett is in a good batsman.
even
I think
David
they should
Beckham
bring
is
Zuberi.
also great. I like his batting. Right,
Whom?
Rahul? You like it? David Beckham.
Yeah, David Bedingham has done a decent job as a batsman
I
in
think
this
he's
match,
pretty aggressive.
and
He's not that type of batsman who will stay on crease for a long time. Just defense,
yes,
defense,
I think he
defense.
has a good future ahead of him, and who knows? I think he's there in the squad for the series in New Zealand as well. So he has a good, in the absence of many senior players in that series, he's got a good chance to make a claim for himself in performing. And actually, now this is a big problem with a lot of bilateral series. Will the players who are showing talent? We see lots of second string teams. This is not a problem peculiar to just the Indian cricket team, but a problem with a lot of teams is the talent that is being shown in the second string teams. They earn their place in the national team through domestic performances, but will they get a chance to play on the big stage like in World Cups? Other than just being part of second string teams, you don't want players playing for the national team who cannot play the World Cup and can only play meaningless series in second string teams. I think this is a big challenge going forward. But David Bedingham has a chance to show that he deserves to be a regular in the Test match team.
Okay, guys. So last question of the video. I'm asking you last five means five players, including all rounders. Means who are your five bowlers for you in tomorrow game match? So first, Krishna, tell me your five bowlers for Team India tomorrow.
Five bowlers mean XI, right? Yeah. So
Yes,
one
yes.
is Bumrah. Yeah,
Okay.
Bumrah. I think Jadeja will come. Jadeja will come in place of Ashwin. Then I think Prasid. I think Rohit Sharma said conference that he will back Prasid Krishna, or they can bring Avesh Khan, whoever is their choice. Then I think Mohammad Siraj. Then for I think it will be Mukesh Kumar. I think, or Avesh Khan, one of them, because I think it will be same bowling last Test match, but changes will be that Ashwin will not play and Jadeja will play. And one change is that Prasid might go out, or Avesh or Mukesh.
Okay, Rahul, your five bowlers.
So I think from the five bowlers of the previous Test match, I will replace Ashwin with Jadeja because Jadeja can offer better batting. This is unfortunate reality. People will say we must Ashwin should be automatic selection everywhere, but as long as you don't have a pace bowling all rounder, you can't do it. You have to make some compromises. So Ashwin has to go make way for Ravindra Jadeja, and then I will replace. Shardul Thakur with Mukesh Kumar. I mean, we cannot keep on living under the lie that Shardul Thakur can bat. He's once in a blue moon batted well. He played a couple of good innings at the Oval, but that was like 2.5 years ago now since he played that knock. Last year in the World Test Championship final, he played a decent knock, but still not enough to keep your place in the Test team. And his bowling has deteriorated since then. He's not bowling well, and England conditions are a little bit different. Even a gentle seamer can take wickets in English conditions. You don't have to have pace or really good bouncers, generate good bounce to be successful in English conditions. South African conditions are very different. Even though they are pace friendly, they are different from English conditions. And Shardul Thakur is not effective in South Africa. In South Africa, you need proper pace bowlers who bowl with decent pace to be successful. Shardul Thakur does not have that. Mukesh Kumar was actually fairly impressive on the tour of West Indies earlier. So I think there's no harm in giving him a try in this series, in
Okay,
this match.
so I think according to condition, if there is something for spin, means according to pitch report, if there is so much spin, maybe in middle. So I will back both Jadeja and Ashwin and three fast bowlers. I'm going with Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, and Mukesh Kumar. No place for Shardul Thakur, Prasid Krishna, and Avesh Khan. But
But
if
I
we are,
feel good back Shardul Thakur because if you remember, Shardul had a good Test series in 2021 in South
yeah,
Africa. It
that
was
is
six for
past
in
and prime.
Johannesburg, and
Actually, that is past and prime.
And see, that is past. That was 2 years ago. You can't keep using the performances of 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago to select a player. You also have to go with the current form and the resources you have
And I
available
think this
with
is
you.
not a time to debut also. If you debut Avesh Khan, this is not a time for debutant also.
Yeah.
So I think you have to back Mukesh. Anyhow, you have to back Mukesh if you are playing with Shardul, having four fast bowling option. If then you have to back Mukesh because I think Mukesh is a type of player. First, he has to play Test match, then T20 or ODIs because he is a Test match type of bowler, proper Test match bowler. So let's
yeah,
see,
hope
guys,
that
how things
changes
will
come.
goes on.
Hope Rohit Sharma does the changes tomorrow. If he Rashid and he doesn't drop Shardul, then it will. I think it will backfire India. I feel because if he doesn't contribute with ball and bat also.
Yeah, let's see how things will goes on. But again, I have to say that this will be a big series for Rohit Sharma because if Rohit Sharma failed again, then I think big call will be taken regarding Test match. That in overseas we need a good captain now. I think so.
To be frank, I don't think Rohit Sharma. I'll be very surprised if Rohit Sharma is sacked, whether we win, lose, or draw the this Test match.
I
I'll
think if we draw
because
the
we do
Test
have.
match, then it's okay. But loss will gives you
mm,
more harm in WTC also points table.
to be frank, even draw will definitely harm the result because we kind of do need
But
to win
some
an
points we
overseas
can
test
gain.
at
Some
some point.
points we
We can
can gain.
gain some. some points will be there to be gained, but it won't be very helpful. Just be 4 points. So we can't. And we still need to win the series against England by a big margin. I think that is something which remains to be seen whether we can really pull that off, like a 4-0, 5-0 result. India played 1-4-0 against England when they played 5 tests in 2016. I'm not sure if that'll repeat itself under Rohit Sharma, but if Rohit Sharma has a lot to lose in the series against England, more than in this Test match against South Africa, because of in that series, even if we win it like 3-2, then our chances to make the World Test Championship final will be very hurt, because we can't afford to lose that many games. But it's not going to be an easy one, because England is playing baseball, and you never know what can happen. Maybe they will find a way to defeat India with baseball. Who knows?
Yeah, let's see how things will go on. So, guys, see you tomorrow. And
So this is last WT Sharma, I feel.
I think, yeah, most probably
It
last because
probably
we have
will
to
be.
think
We
forward
will.
also.
I think we will see Rohit Sharma is, I think, 37 years old right now, if I'm not wrong, going to be
Yes.
38 this year. So in what to say, 1.5 years time from now, he'll be 39. He'll be very old, and he'll be close to retirement. He'll probably retire after
And next year,
2025.
2025, we have a WTC final also. So, might be
We
he
might
will
not
not be
see.
available.
We might not even make the final. So that test match retirement could even come, what to say, before the Champions Trophy. Our final match in the World Test Championship cycle is actually exactly a year from now, which will be the New Year's Test in Sydney. So probably, if we don't make the World Test Championship final, which is very likely, by the way, very likely that will be our last Test match. Probably Rohit Sharma's last Test match will be in a year from now.
Not likely, Rahul, because we have some series with Bangladesh, New Zealand, home series.
We see
So,
we
in
have
home
home
series,
series, but see, we do have home series, but home winning at home alone alone will not put us in the final. We have to get some away results.
yeah,
Otherwise,
of
we
course, in
cannot
Australia.
make the final
And
in
by
the
that time, we
2029.
need.
In 2019 2021 World Test Championship, we won the series in Australia 2-1. We won that series 2-1. In the 2021-2023 cycle, we drew 2-2 in England, and even in South Africa, we managed to win a test match. I know it's a series loss. That was a series loss, but at the same time, we got won a test match in that and got some World Test Championship points from that series. The big question here is now, where will we get those away points? Because just drawing some matches is not enough. We need to get to win some test matches, in either win this upcoming test match against South Africa, or win some test matches in Australia when we tour at the end of the year. Without that, we're not going to make the final.
Yeah, let's see how things will goes on, and more players will be there. But of course, during Australia time, we have Pant and Pujara most probably with us to Australia.
They be there, but it won't be very easy, because I think this Australian team, we don't know how Australia will be in by the end of this year. Maybe there will be a decline, and that will give us an opportunity to win the Test series. But again, they've already lost the last 2 Test series they played at home. I don't think they're going to lose it at home against India for the third time in a row. I'll be very surprised if that happens. And our team is not looking very good either. We're not looking in very good shape. And even though we have lots of home test matches after this test match against South Africa, we need to get the maximum amount of points from these. That is the challenge.
Okay, so he's saying that Australia's easy schedule to again go into WTC final. Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, everyone, for joining with us. So, see you tomorrow, and we will have a talk about first day, how first day goes on for both the teams. So, thank you very much. Bye bye,
Thank you.
and good night.
Good night.